392 gang, it's your boy 392 Rollin. I'm up Saturday morning, the 21st of November, and unfortunately I had a check engine light that came on, and what it shows on the reading, it said P0128 Thermostat rationality test, and it did a high-speed CAN communication bus test, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. And so at the top it said P0128 indicates that the coolant thermostat had a fault or a coolant temperature below thermostat regulating temperature for a predetermined period of time, which means my thermostat apparently didn't open up like it was supposed to. It got stuck for a certain period of time, and then it threw a code in the car. So I'm out here now changing my thermostat. I'm just now getting started. Thermostats is probably one of the easiest things to do besides changing like your air filter or something like that. You got one bolt here and you got another bolt on the opposite side right here. And all you have to do is take some regular pliers, pinch the clamp, slide the clamp off, pull the hose, untighten the bolts on both sides, pull it out. Your thermostat's going to be inside this part here, which is your water pump. You pull it out, put your other thermostat in. There's going to be a line right here, either here on this side. It's going to let you know which side the thermostat needs to be at, the degrees that it needs to be turned. It'll have the lines in there, and you put it right there where the lines is. Put the two bolts back on, put your hose back on, put your clamp back on, put whatever fluid you might have lost. Usually, like my last car, when I took this hose off, I just kind of bent it up. I lost a little bit of fluid, but I didn't lose that much. So that's what I'm doing this morning. Another thing is that I did unplug my battery. As you can see here in the trunk, I unplugged my battery, the positive side. And the reason why I'm doing that is resetting my car, so it'll take that code off my car. My paper's flying off. Gotta get my paper. But it's resetting my code. Resetting the car so the code can go off, so my check engine light will go off. That's very important. I could have had the guy do it yesterday. I wasn't thinking about it. When he checked it, they can reset it that way, but another way to reset it is to unplug your positive wire on your battery and just let the car reset itself. You just might have to redo your radio and stuff like that, but that's not a big deal. But here's the paper. I did go to AutoZone. AutoZone can check your car, and they do it for free. So that's what the paper says. And you see AutoZone. See the test that it did. The code that came up was the P0128. Coolant thermostat had a fault. Coolant temperature below thermostat regulating temperature for a determined period of time. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's pretty much an easy fix. I didn't know what was going on at first. When stuff like that comes up, you think about water pump, you think about all the major stuff going wrong in your car. But unfortunately, it was a small thing. And thermostat, I go to AutoZone and get a OEM factory style thermostat. It's gonna cost me about 20 bucks. So I know a lot of guys out there run 180s thermostats. They keep your car a little cooler. Your car runs its best at its determined regulated heat. So it's cool getting a 180 thermostat, which means your thermostat's going to open up a little quicker to cool your car, but it's not going to make much of a difference. My car runs at 208. No matter how hard I'm driving it, no matter how hot it is, it might go up a little bit if it's hot, or if you got your AC on, the trash truck. If you got your AC on, your car's going to run a little harder because it's turning that compressor, so it might run maybe 2 degrees up higher, but not much more. But my car stays at 208 degrees at all times, no matter how I'm driving it. So you can get a 180 thermostat if you want, but it's not really gonna make a big difference as far as like your performance or your car. If your car, you haven't been overheating or nothing like that, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I haven't started it yet. I'm getting on it now. I'm just giving you guys a quick update on what I'm doing. This is your water pump, and this is your fuse that go to the water pump. I try unplugging it and plug it back up to see if it would throw the fuse, the check engine off, and it didn't do it. Most likely it'll come on. If your fuse is busted or not working, it's gonna probably come on anyway. So one of the best ways to reset your car is to unplug your the positive wire on your battery, and let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then replug it back up, and it should reset your car. That was just a quick tidbit on what I'm doing this morning, just in case you guys get P0128 code. That's what that is. It means your thermostat's sticking. It'll let you know what it is. That's one thing about these newer cars, especially cars like this. They have a sensor on everything, and it'll help you to determine what your issue is instead of you taking it to the dealership. And of course, the dealership might say it's this, and they say, well, it's something else, and they get to playing games with you, and the next thing you know, you coming out of there with $3,500 worth of bills for something as small as a thermostat. You know what I'm saying? And from my last experience on my headlight, if you've seen my video, you know, a headlight bulb on Amazon is gonna run you about $25, no more than about $30 for a pack of 2. And one headlight bulb, HID headlight bulb from the dealership, is $255. So that just goes to show you that, you know, dealership is my last option on getting anything fixed. So hope this is helpful for you guys. And like I said, the code is P0128, and what it is your thermostat is not regulating right, it's not opening right, and that's what I'm finna change out now. So if you get that code, that means you need to change your thermostat out before it actually stays closed or stays open, and it won't work properly and your car overheat. Subscribe to the channel, 392 Rollin. Hit my IG up, 392_Rollin_. Hopefully you guys can use this information, and if there's anything else that come up that I might go through, or feel free to share it with you guys. Love, peace, hair grease. Talk to you later.